Good afternoon, everybody. It's the Truth Serum. Good afternoon, everybody. It's the Truth Serum. And we're getting a blizzard and a storm, so I hope this stream goes all well. You know I'm always live, unscripted. I do what I can. First and foremost, thank you for your support. Thank you for hitting the like button. I'm learning. We're up to over 600 subscribers. Let's go to 1,000 fast. We'll get there. And I truly appreciate the folks that come in here. I'm very grateful. Now listen. So I'm grateful on that. I ran around years ago and on a low level of just running around errands, and I just try to tell some stories, true or false, or as far as best I can make them up or remember them. Okay. So once upon a time in a faraway land. All right. I'm at this club and I run errands. And I was going to leave the one time, and the barmaid said, no, the boss, Sam, we wants you to stay. And there's a guy coming, but we couldn't get a hold of one of the captains, and they were calling. So I had to come instead of one of the captains. Says, I'm not just nobody. Why do I got to sit and entertain some visitor? For what? Or why don't just tell the boss, Sam, tell the barmaid or whatnot. Well, tell him to just come if you got a meeting with somebody or whatever. Something's not right. So she says, no, just wait, whatever. And so I'm outside. I smoke, killing time. And this guy pulls up, got a briefcase. He looks like Scarface. He speaks English, but he's got speaks good English, but he's like from Nicaragua or Colombia or whatever. I'm thinking this is totally El Bizarro. And this other guy was supposed to be meeting him that was a degenerate gambler, and he bailed out, and this doesn't look good. Nobody wants to come to the club now because they probably became aware that this is a setup, and now they just throw me into the mix to entertain this guy or sit and chill with him and to see what might transpire. I'm thinking this is Bush League. So I sit in the restaurant. We sit, and I remember from the West Side, some of these gang members and freaking Central Americans, they used to have these tattoos that would either represent your position, an assassin, or they had different whatever their job responsibilities were or their positions in these cartels, and they would have these certain tattoos. And I look and I see one of them on his hand, wrist part or whatever, and I'm thinking, I think that's the assassin tattoo. I don't really know, but I know it ain't good. I know it's not good. So he's carrying on. I says, you got to get whatever. I don't know nothing. I just run around here. I'm the janitor, whatever. And whatever you got in there, you got to get that out of here. Somebody's fucking you over. Somebody's in bed with the FBI. This is botched. Your people aren't coming here. She keeps calling the boss. She keeps calling the guy the underling that you're dealing with. They're not coming here. I don't know what to tell you. First and foremost, whatever you got in there, get it out of here. Go to the parking lot and then hook it to a thing, a hanger or whatever, in a drain pipe. But don't leave out of this building and go down the road, because somebody's going to shake you down. Someone's going to shake you down. So the best time whatever you got to do, get it in there. Block the traffic. Wee hours of the morning. Block it, secure it, go on about your business. If you can't get a hold of Sam and this other guy, Tony, it's, they bailed out on this, or everybody's cooperating, and maybe somebody's trying to get you hemmed up as some part of a deal. It's too much paranoia, too much speculation, and I don't want to be in the middle of it. So he agrees. Still trying to call Sam, the girl, personal number, the barmaid. She might have been a relative also of his. Personal. And still trying to call the other guy, like the captain or something. But see, what happened, folks, let me put this on the table, is these captains and these people, they're degenerate gamblers, and they get hooked so much money that they're in fear of their life, and then they might as well cooperate. And thus you might have some crazy harebrained scheme about how this guy comes in. Because listen, the Mafia dealt more drugs than the CVS and Rite Aid pharmacies. The Mafia. Mike Francis or these other guys get up there and tell you, and the Colombo family dealt more drugs than all the other families put together. Okay? All of them. Guy was drunk one time. They fucking trying to put cocaine in. One of the guys I was helping, I drive around. They get drunk. I drive them home or whatever. And, you see bags of cocaine this big. Like, whoa. You get it out of here. So, the Mafia dealt drugs. I know this is mob soap opera. This is just mob tube soap opera drama. The Mafia dealt drugs, very lucrative. They're getting kilos for a ham sandwich, and then they're selling them from Florida to the Eastern Seaboard to New York, maybe a spot or two in between, from New York to Western New York to Cleveland and all points west. So don't let any of these soap opera channels tell you, well, no, we didn't do drugs. We didn't do drugs. Forget about what you see on Mafia movies, whatever, yesterday, today, or tomorrow. Forget about all that. The bottom line is it's common sense and common logic that it's not a far-fetched concept that the mob dealt drugs. Jeez. And Unique Mecca, he's got a channel. He got out of prison from Harlem. He moved more cocaine. Now, I'm just speculation. I'm just speculating. He's got an entertaining channel, and he was a very, very powerful person in those drug networks, I assume, allegedly. But he went to prison. But they dealt with the Mafia dealt with that Harlem cocaine, and wherever it come from, and who they chose to deal with. So we're at the club, and this guy, and I'm thinking, you got to get that out of the club. Whatever you got in your briefcase, I don't know anything. You got to go get it off your person, put it in the parking lot, in a drain pipe. It'll be safe there. Nobody knows it's there. Sit and wait for a little while. But I'm thinking what you should do is just get on a plane or get on your car, whatever, and get the hell out of here. Get out of here. There's too many unknowns. And now your connection ain't even showing up at the club. And why are you going to do a deal at the club? Number one. What? So many questionable things that don't add up. And so he was being cool, this guy. And he says, well, he had got dropped off there. And he says, well, you're going to take me back to a hotel, go get a hotel, and like, and you're going to stay with me and we're going to come back and try to do this tomorrow. And I I'm against it, but like, what am I going to be, some sacrificial lamb? Like, you hold me hostage and wait to see what these, maybe there's a bad apple in Sam's crew, or maybe Sam's in on it too. I don't know. I can't figure all these things out cerebrally of what motives are what motives. But how the hell does some freaking Scarface guy end up at the club with a briefcase with some weight in it, and then nobody's showing up at the club to visit with him and do whatever the hell they're gonna do? But why would they have to do that at the club in the first place? So I refuse to go to the hotel with him, but I'm at the hotel with him. He gave me some money, right? And he kind of made me feel a little more comfortable. But and then he says, "What are you crying about?" I says, "I got nothing to do with this. In 1 minute, the feds are gonna come, or somebody's gonna knock the door down, and all of a sudden, here I am." So he's giving me money to try to keep me from crying, and everything else. And I'm thinking, yeah, he's gonna just keep giving me all this money, because after he kills me, he's just gonna take it back. He's gonna just take it back. So he would be firm and everything, but then he'd say everything's all right. He spoke with certain vernacular that he had some kind of formal education thinking behind his mind. In his mind, you're trying to read, if a guy's prim and proper, he's less prone to be violent. Well, that ain't kind of there's no direct correlation between that. He's just a well-educated killer. That's all. So we get over there. We wait. Now, a day goes by. This guy's on ice, and I see Sam, and I go, "Where the hell is this guy?" or whatever. And he's like, "Well, don't worry about it." So I kind of get pissed off a little bit. Don't ever. Why would you do that to me? It felt like I was being set up. You didn't come. Tony didn't come. This guy is traveling from God knows where, and nobody comes to receive him into the club. And why would he be at the club? So of course you're not going to receive him at the club, because somebody knows something behind the scenes, and maybe they were going to just set this cartel guy up and then just try to leverage some information to further some other drug investigations. They must have had some kind of intel prior to that, or one of these freaking degenerate gamblers, a captain or one of these guys. But that guy, one of the captain guys, Tony, we never seen him again. I don't know what his fate was. Never seen him again. Was supposed to be at the club to receive this guy. And the boss, Sam, didn't live that far away where he could have just drove in or whatever. So, Dapper the Rapper, hello. So, I watched a lot of this soap opera Mafia stuff. And the Mafia was into the cocaine. A lot of the crews were degenerate gamblers, and they had a side hustle. And lo and behold, the boss knew about it. Because it was common knowledge when I was thinking some of these guys were in my car, and then, somehow a bag of cocaine or whatever. And it would be like, they know I'll tell Sam. Because me and Sam were kind of close as you could get on a more personal basis. if you could be that way, and they would know that I would go back and say, well, Sam, fucking John had a freaking big bag of freaking a lot of weight of cocaine on him, and then like they weren't afraid of that, you know. No, this is Chris Breeder. Good to see you. It's about the mafia and the cocaine and the drugs they dealt. Also, heroin and because I'm sick of watching these other guys on these channels talking about the mafia didn't deal drugs. I mean, anybody with any sense of common knowledge or any thinking would know. Of course, they dealt drugs. Why is that so far removed from violent mob families? Is there some moralistic fabric to them before, during, and after, saying like Mike Francis? What? Why do they try to dodge the fact that the mob dealt drugs? They're serial killers. Well, there's some type of moral position they put on that. But so the boss knew, and that's why some of these guys, these degenerate gamblers, are hustling and selling cocaine all over the place so they can get money to pay their gambling debts. So they probably said, yeah, let Tony, Rick, and Bob, and Jim, and John, and Mickey, and Mike, let them run and do their hustles, because they got to pay off all these freaking gambling debts or they're going to end up in the drink. So it's insane to say that the mafia never dealt drugs. You hear wherever, movies, folklore, like, oh, you deal drugs in the mob and you get killed. Well, maybe there were situations, and nothing so pure and abstractly 100%, Arian Brossman, lots of guys went to prison for drug trafficking. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that wasn't historically some bosses and captains that said no drugs, no drugs. I'm not saying that never happened. But even with that being said, whether they were aware of it or not, they were selling drugs, just like in Harlem with Unique Mecca. Now, forgive me, Unique Mecca. He's got a channel out there. And I don't know if you folks know his name, but Unique Mecca is the name. And he did a lot of time in prison. But he sold more cocaine in New York and Harlem than and so he was in relationship with cartels. You're in New York, everybody's trying to be a drug dealer, businessman, and get big profits. So I'm just guessing now. Unique Mecca, you're out there. You probably never see my channel. I don't mean to put your name in the mix or anything like that. I don't want to be disrespectful. I'm just saying there would have to be some kind of network. Maybe not. Or the mafia just had their cartel delivery boys that they just dealt with. They didn't need a middleman. It's just safe to say. And Mike Francis, God bless you, but you should tell things. I mean, we can make up stories. We can tell you these folks nursery rhymes, and we could put these folks, good people, to bed with a bottle and burp them, and everything's fine. We could tell stories, true or false, to the end of time. That's fine. People want entertainment. I understand that. But at least try to stay to some of the reality. MF, Mike F, not MF, but MF. I mean, come on, bro. And they got the Cayunes to have this guy show up And he came back. He come back. This guy, this cartel guy, come back 2-3 weeks, a month later, and I don't know what happened, but everything was cool. And Sam told me to come to the table with him. I was like, I really don't want to freaking intermix with the guy or anything like that. But they were laughing, and Sam was telling this cartel dude, yeah, that Joey, he's always got his hand out for, and they were laughing. I said, oh, really? You think you're cute? I don't know him, whatever. You guys, I can't be disrespectful. I can't, to shame the boss in front of this guy, or you're going to get smashed up, whatever. But I says, yeah, but I thought maybe you two could have been done things a little different. Not to just come out and say you're just stupid, but I don't even know while I'm sitting there talking to these guys if they're they're informants or cooperators. So you're just walking. You're playing this crazy game of mental hopscotch, but I just make sure that I stay and let it know common knowledge that I'm nobody. I'm nobody. If the guy's got a mic on his cayunes or whatever, I'm nobody. But all I'm thinking is at the time is either the feds are going to come in and wrangle everybody up, or there's going to be some cartel crazies coming in with machine guns. And you don't know. You hope it's the FBI that bum rushes you. You hope it's the FBI because you don't know who's playing what side of the fence, who's dealing, what's going on. But I would guess that this degenerate gambler that was setting things up, drug deals, and Sam the boss knew about it. I think they had set it up to make this drug deal, but then they were aware that this guy is an informant. This degenerate gambler is an informant, and that's why he never showed up. And they could smell a rat, and then that's what happened. And now they're stuck with this guy because he must have relayed to this guy because he got on the phone, and he said, "All bets are off." Now I'm stuck with him entertaining him, and this guy's got to get the hell out of there. So last minute, last hour, yeah, I mean, and then in retrospect, you would see cars. I don't know. I had radar visual. I always had radar, like, to be smart, but you'd see cars and faces that seem out of place sometimes. And maybe you might be right about who they are or who they're not, but you just know they're out of place. And I'm not going to have any interaction if they go to the racetrack or they go to the off-track betting and all of a sudden by accident you're in a conversation. No, I'm not going to have no friendly conversation. No, hey, how's it going? This and that. Oh, well, geez, I thought I saw you up at the club. No, I don't know. That wasn't me. I don't know. No, have a good day. You see, they play these mind games, but them guys were dealing more cocaine. And Unique Mecca from Harlem, he was a powerhouse for that cocaine. He was a powerhouse. And you would say, oh, well, how does the mob let Harlem sell drugs? Like the Mafia has to let those criminals in Harlem, so they have to get approval and say, no, we want to sell drugs in Harlem. No, well, they're making deals behind the scenes and say, well, you get from this street to that street, and you can do that, your business, and then we'll take it from this street to this geographical area. So they're just not blowing each other's brains out. They're refined networks, diplomatic. Why screw it up? Because when it comes to those cartels, them guys will send hit squads up and kill everybody in your family. So you're walking a very, very fine line on what your interactions are, because they don't ask questions. They're not going to be paranoid and wonder about somebody. They don't wonder about whether a guy is this or that. They just have hit squads that just, yeah, that's all right. We ain't got to worry about them. We ain't got to worry about this person. We don't have to worry about that person. There were unsolved murders in New York where some families just all got like a husband, a wife, a child. It just went just somebody came in and blasted, and then it was just like, wow. The Mafia don't deal like that. There's got to be something. I mean, but the government might have known that they were connected to a crime family, and some rogue crime outfit, aka the cartels, just come in and they just blast. They don't care. They don't care. They're very loyal and committed. They're like militant. They're militant almost, with weapons and guns, and they don't care. Of course, there's people in the Mafia that just don't care, and they just roll and they just run hard. And them guys like that, the guys on the West Side that were from gangs and cartels, and they would come and go, because a friend of mine that we were dating a certain family, we were dating a couple girls from a family, but them guys were just rogue. They're just rogue people, and they don't ask questions. Very violent. But yeah, the Colombo family, newsflash, the Colombo family, which my godfather was a enforcer for, was the big drug dealers. Now, I don't know what Chris Colombo would say on his show. Whatever. I like Chris Colombo's show, Chat with the Stacks show. What's going on? I love hearing these stories. Hey, good evening, Stacks. It's the truth serum here, and the channel's rising up. I do it for a hobby, and but I like Chris Colombo. I don't know why he would go visit Mike Francis and do a video with him when Mike Francis calls himself the boss of the Colombo family. That's a flagrant foul plus possession of the ball. Come on, man. In my former life, God bless you, Mike Francis. What's this in my former life gibberish? You bring Chris Colombo on your show, the direct descendant from Joe Colombo. So you got the Colombo crime family. And Chris, I love you. Don't tout sports picks on your show anymore. Just do crime stories. You're from the Colombo family. You got a million stories. Forget about picking winners, okay? Why the hell did you go on there? Just wanted to say your channel is my favorite on you. Stay real and God bless. Thank you. That keeps me going. This is the biggest, smallest channel on YouTube. You get some juice. At least you could get some juice. Your USDA daily requirement of juice. Excuse me. What? I don't have editors and lighting and all this fancy stuff. I say, are we on? Are we on? So, wouldn't you be pissed off as a child of Joe Colombo when you see this Mike Francis, who was an accountant in the family at best, an accountant, not a shot caller? Wouldn't you be pissed off about this guy putting in his thumbnails, former Colombo boss, former Colombo boss, former Colombo boss? What'd he do? Wait for everybody to die off before he started his YouTube channel? What'd he do? The last guy passed. Then he said, I'm going to start this channel. But you don't do that. But maybe Chris Colombo, in lieu of getting more views and subscribers, says, let me piggyback with this Mike Francis, who's got 1 million subscribers, so my channel could get some recognition, so Chris Colombo could get some views and subscribers. That's understandable. Chanting with the Stack Show. Chris Colombo wasn't a mobster either, though. No, he was more, a bookie. A lot of the mafia, a big percentage of the mafia, in the perception of the public, was bookmaking, sports betting, which is legal now. But so that they were big. The Colombo family was big on and Mike was the accountant for that. That was the first time I saw him, when he had to take care of some accounting, and that's the first time I saw him. So they had a nice gambling ring going on. I mean, the gambling ring, you wouldn't believe the numbers if I told you, but the only people love action. People love action. They want to get down and bet sports. You know how thirsty people are for betting sports today? It's just the same way. People want it. So the money was tons of money that was going on. So, and I guess Chris Colombo, took the action. I don't think he was going out and participating in hits and everything else. I just don't like the fact that there's a guy out there that calls him a boss of a family, of any family. That's taboo. He's over there with that Chaz Palminteri, that other rodent. He was Sonny, and that they're not gangsters. Both of them put together don't equal a gangster. But this wine has a nice bouquet, and Sauvignon is from the southern vineyards of France. These guys are great marketeers. They're great promoters. And they're obviously making more money than me. So they're obviously making more money than me. So it's the mob soap opera. But the cartels will come in. They were in Western New York even, and they were in Niagara Falls, and they come in and they were doing some, What your email? What the heck? Yeah. I wrote a book, Chatting with the Stack Show. We're chatting with the Stack Show. Now, listen, I've always been confident. I've been spiritual and everything. Let's just say, put away mob soap opera and everything like that. In this genre, just thinking strategically speaking, as far as how do you get views? How do you get subscribers? I've been censored. I've been shut down 8 million times. It's a miracle I got 6 subscribers. I got 600 subscribers. That would be impossible for anybody else. I can do a show. I can entertain. I don't have a script. I could do a network TV. I could be on network TV. I'm confident, but I got to get these teeth a little whiter. All right. Please forgive me. Yeah. Tobacco, coffee, but I could carry it. I'm confident. I appreciate Chatting with the Stack Show coming in here. But I still was able to do that. I was in no algorithm. I was completely removed from the algorithm. So I had to do everything, swim upstream the hard way on social media. And especially when you're bashing the YouTube golden boys. So they just say, let's just put this guy on the caboose, and whatever he gets, he gets. But now they've loosened up on me a little bit. Thank you, YouTube administration, thank you. I'm not going to swear anymore. I'm just going to do what I do. I want to evolve eventually into just a regular talk show. I can speak. I got degrees in many fields of knowledge, you know. So, oh yes, you were shadow banned. I do all this, but yeah. God bless you, Stacks. Chatting with the Stacks show. Hey, Lance 33, where you been? What's up? Yeah, the game is canceled till tomorrow. Yeah, we got a blizzard going on over here. Everything's good, and I appreciate the people that come in here. I really do. I really do. I missed a thing. I just don't like that Mike can't admit that he snitched. Why is that? He's the golden boy. People would still like him. I mean, if you're thinking of market strategy, if you're thinking of market strategy, they would still like you, Mike. I mean, he said he was running out of stories. Well, make some up. Like you're running out of stories. How can you run out of stories? Don't you have a creative mind? You can make up anything that'll get 500,000 views. Come on. Make up anything. This is entertainment, social media. This is as the mob world turns, like All My Children, and as the world turns, there's soap operas. It's the mob soap opera platform. That's all. At the end of the day, I don't mean to undermine people that were hurt or anything in the mafia world or anything, but as far as social media is concerned, that direct correlation of fairy tale and fact is really blurred, okay? So don't worry about it. You could tell whatever you want to say. You tell, sometimes you're a little condescending when you're doing this. Now listen, Billy and Sally. Now listen, that's a little condescending, bro. They're going to watch you anyways. They might not buy that piss water wine you're selling for $500 a bottle from them dried up vineyards, allegedly. I can't just speak, whatever. I'm just guessing. But I was embarrassed for you. There's a lot of old time gangsters that, they watch here. They laugh. They laugh about this accountant and all his bullcrap. They laugh. Mm-hmm. Hey, Jojo, let's see one of those Mike F videos. Here. Yeah. Jimmy, check this out. Oh, my gosh. Oh, wow. Yeah. He's selling the pizza from vending machines. Come on, man. Two Mama Lukes. They did the video dressed in black. Newsflash. Charles Palminteri is an actor. Then they're trying to, for you good people, well, behind the scenes, he does have some ties to this mafia family or that mafia family. Really? Scripted stuff. Scripted. I've done 380 videos with nothing. I love it. I'm sociable. I like interacting with the people, and it is what it is. The old saying goes. It's kind of cliche. Chant with the Stacks. When that comment is in there, I'll answer the comment. Well, my book. What am I trying to hide? My email is Monty Joseph, small letters, at Monty Joseph 613 at Gmail and all that shit. Here's the book. They dead missed. My name's right there. So what the hell do I got to hide? All donations will be accepted. Yeah, I got my hand out too, just like I had with the wise guys. Oh, you want me to give you a ride somewhere? Pay me. You want? Yeah. But you know what? I got monetized somehow. I received whatever, a small little amount, chump change, coffee money, but somehow I reached a threshold of like maybe when I get to 1,000 subscribers, they could put ads on here. But I got it. I'd like to just get polished up a little bit more, professional, but this is all I got. I don't have a lot of money like all these guys got millions buried. I don't. I don't. I don't. I don't think they're better entertainers than me. No. No. Mm-mm. If we both had the same resources and we had to go on network TV, my TV show would do way better than all them guys. Got to be confident, folks, and don't give up on your dreams. You got to be confident. Got to be confident. That's all. So, yeah, the mob dealt drugs, and the cartels, of course. I mean, it's just very, very safe to say that if you're selling a product, you want to go to the source than three middlemen, and something that costs 1,000 costs 9,000 by the time it makes it to you. Well, why can't we just go to the source, the cartels, and get it very wholesale? But maybe it starts in Florida, okay? When you're carrying drugs, you know, geographically speaking, from point A to point B, it might be 1,000 for one unit. From point B to point C, it might be 2,000 per unit. So as risk increases, the price increases. Very easy stuff to figure out, my good people, you know. That's all. If you have a P.O. box or something, I would be happy to send you a few bucks. I don't know how to do all that internet. Well, Mr. Brossman, you're going to make me cry because I'm a softie. But I don't have a P.O. box. But I think it's better to deal with the YouTube channel. There's the levels of membership. It's just not. It's not. The members aren't going to get private videos because I'm not going to do that. Because the people that came in here and helped me get my subscribers, I feel almost Bush League to say, well, if you want to hear about this story, then you're going to have to send me some money and be a member. No, I don't want to do that. You guys been riding with me a long time. That's Bush League to me. So, but it is set up for certain donation levels, like whatever, it's on there, certain donation levels. If you want to do that, that's fine. I mean, I don't like to come up here and sound like a beggar, but you know what? I mean, I don't have a lot. I gamble. I go broke. I'm a psychopath, you know. Yeah, I've signed up for Cash App, you know. Oh, all right. My email, Lance33, my email is Monty Joseph. Monty Joseph, Monte, Joseph, 613. Yeah. I don't know. See, I don't have technical stuff. People are telling me list your Cash App in your stream. I wish there was an icon on there. But does YouTube let you do that? Does YouTube let that? Or because this way YouTube ain't going to get a piece of the action. I don't want to cross YouTube. You know? So if somebody sends me, like, just say $10, I would get like maybe 7, and then YouTube would get 3. See, I don't want to step on YouTube's toes that they think that they're going to be getting undercut, you know. I'm going to be a good boy. I want to be a good boy, you know. Thank you, Mr. Brossman. Yeah. All money to you and no tax reported. Well, okay. I appreciate that, you guys. Yeah. That's cool, man. I mean, you know, I appreciate that. I appreciate that, you guys. I'm an old man, degenerate gambler. But I'm going to comment back after the video or everything. And you know what? You guys are cool, straight up people. I'm just going to give you my phone number. And then we just figure something out. What the hell? We don't need. Yeah. Yes. Yep. Yep. Monty. It used to be Montefusco, but it's Monty now. And just call up or whatever, and that's all. That's all. I could give you my address on the phone. That's all. That's all. You guys are cool people that ride with me. You know, I appreciate that more than these other guys do. I've done almost 400 videos. But I kind of felt it like, I was thinking, oh, okay, it's not, huh? Because I was looking on it. Is it Joseph Monty 613? Check that Cash App. Joseph Monty 613. I don't know if it's 2 words or 1 word. Listen, let me just run for 30 seconds. I'm a coffee addict. And let me just go see. I got this paper in the other room. So just hang in with. I don't like to do that. Leave my beautiful studio here. I'll be right back. Coffee's going in the microwave. Coffee's going in the microwave. God, dog. Am I that brain dead? Here I come. Am I that brain dead? Just let me look at it right here. What the hell's wrong with me? You see? It is Joseph Monty 613, 1 word. I'm technically challenged. I'm sitting on a pen. Not a good idea. Holy cow. Well, thank you, Lance 33. Joe, yes, it's Joseph Monty 613. Kicked up. Man, thank you, man. Jeez. I don't know how to react, but I'm grateful. And I try to tell people to be confident outside of crazy violence and mob life. I do things about human behavior, psychology, and just try to raise people up. So there's a good brotherhood. It's tough to be bipolar and you want love and compassion, and then all of a sudden you're crazy. But I'm too old for that now. I'm 60, and you start thinking different. I've been blessed my life, so but I appreciate that, Lance. So what should I do? My consultant? Should I just say, now listen, but it makes me feel like Mike Francis. But now listen. There it is. Let's see what's in there. Let's navigate this together. Your account. I don't know if there's a balance. Today's tally. That's zero balance in the United States currency. Oh, well. A friend of mine says, "Are you watching the KC game? I see Burrow's back." That's a rerun because the game is canceled. You're watching me live right now. The game is canceled. What are you? You drank too much last night? Kansas won already. They're showing the replay of the Cincy Kansas game. LB, I think you got more brain damage than me. You deserve some escrow for providing show and entertainment. Well, thank you, Lance 33. You see, media. So now I'm college educated, very college educated. I got degrees in different fields of knowledge, and I taught a class for college credit, Speak with Confidence, a million years ago. But so I can communicate, fly by the seat of my pants. I'm a little nuts, but it is what it is. But I try to give a little more perspective because it's just not good to bash. I know it's a soap opera, this genre, but so I could piggyback that and tell some stories, try to get subscribers and everything. But a lot of times I'd rather not be, bashing like that. Oh, I did small college, associates, and then bachelors at different. I don't really want to say where I was. It sounds stupid, but business school back then was Bryan and Stratton. This little business school called Bryan and Stratton. It's not a tough task to make the dean's list in the world of academia. It's not that it's not tough to make, it's not tough. And I took psychology. I did freelance therapy for couples and everything. I took marketing. I took distribution, which helped me out. I didn't need them to teach me how to distribute something, but I I got accounting, statistics. There's statistics that's called managerial analysis that's way beyond just stats. But I forget where I park my car now when I go to Walmart. So I forget what. Well, when I was dead, I lost a lot of things. A lot of things that it'd have to be uttered for me to go, oh, what about this? You know, no. Oh, in the Cash App, Lance. No, because I didn't promote the I didn't promote the Cash App. So there ain't nothing that's come through my Cash App because I don't really promote it. Like I just I got enrolled, I set it up, but I just um started talking about it now, for that matter. So no, there's nothing that you know, check the little house at the bottom. Oh, okay. The little house on the bottom. Well, it just says, oh, no, because I don't really promote Cash App, so there's going to be zero in there. Historically, I haven't promoted the Cash App, my friend. So that's why there's zero in there. I haven't promoted it, so it's going to be like that, more or less. I mean, let me go. Uh, I've never even messed around with it. So, oh yeah, it says activity. Accept. Please confirm you would like to receive this. Well, thank you, Lance. It's right here. Confirm. I'll confirm that. Yeah, I'll confirm that. I'll confirm it. It's in real time, huh, my man? It's in real time. Well, only yes. So I just got to put my legal name on here to confirm some. This is some other particular thing here. Continue. Oh, okay. That spot's for the first name. This spot's for the last name. Oh, all right. This is the first time I ever did it. I'm going through. Thank you. Wow. It's been deposited. It'll be available shortly. I've never done this. Thank you, man. I hope it's contagious, you good people. Pittsburgh's in the house, folks. Pittsburgh's in the house. Pittsburgh's in the house. Yep. Pittsburgh has a history of crime also. Well, when you have networks, I mean, gamblers could be anywhere. So, I mean, what the hell? Now you sound like a content creator. It's official, folks. This is the truth, sir. I'm officially your content creator. Hold on. Now listen, folks. Once upon a time in a faraway land, there was Billy and Sally. And soon after that came Junior and everything else. And then a guy named Mike came along, but he was a rogue character. He kind of got put in the corner a lot. All right, folks. Sorry, I'm being immature here. Well, hey, I never thought that would happen during this snowstorm. Used to be a big across the Boston College Point. Oh, wow, Lance, speaking about that, the college basketball in these small schools, like Boston College. Well, they were trying to get guys at because small schools, ladies and gentlemen, all right, this is good because we can keep this show going. We could keep this show going until my charge runs out. But you know what? If it's not going to run out because I'm going to hook it up here. I can't be a total freaking airhead. Henry Hill was on the Pittsburgh connection. Yeah, man, they were rocking and rolling with that cocaine. But there were small colleges that was on the Las Vegas menu to bet on. But sometimes a lot of the wise guys would become workers, officials, and managers in casinos, and they could spot questionable action on games. Like, St. Bonaventure takes $7,000 in action average a night. And then all of a sudden, on some games, there's 40,000 bet. And it always seems that those bettors win. So it opened the eyes a little about these small colleges that the Mafia would infiltrate, and they could get a guy or two on the team and sway him. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, say I'm a point guard and I play for the Renegades. Well, I know I'm going to beat this team. We're going to beat this team. But you don't have to beat them by 10. You could still just beat them by 6. And everybody's happy. Mr. Amari, the Cowboys, yeah, they're going to rock and roll. What happened here? We got some more activity going on here. Thank you, Lance. Thank you. So, RB. Now listen, RB. But there was a lot of action on the small schools, but they got around it. And they knew how to fool Vegas too. They knew how to fool them because you have bookmaking outfits that take big bets in the cities and everything, but the Mafia is smart enough to know that, wow, some of these guys must be bribing some of these players because there's huge action. So you got to lay it off. The Mafia doesn't want to be responsible for these big bets, and if they smell a rat, like, they don't want to pay this off. They want to lay it off to Vegas, and they want to get down on it themselves. Yeah. Thank you, Lance 33. And at 33, is a good number. 33 is a powerful number. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Brossman. Thank you. So I appreciate you guys supporting here. And the thing was the mafia, drugs, cocaine, and everything else. But it's a talk show. I interact with the people that come in here. And all donations will be greatly accepted. Now listen, I got some wine for sale for $500 a bottle from the Pisswater Vineyards of Southern California. Now listen, well, if he can do it, I can do it too. There. Here, you communists. God bless you. God bless you, folks. Put up with me. I don't know where the front. Joe, stop into Tommy Stiggs and Tiana's chats. You'd enjoy these live shows. Yeah, one of the guys, Stiggs, comes in here. I don't know who he is, and then chatting with the stacks. Thank you. I mean, I a lot of times, chatting with the Stack show came in here, and he said he was shadow banned too. Yeah, it's a rough road on here sometimes when you're trying to do a show and everything. And I'm gonna be a good boy, and I'm following the rules from now on, and that's good. So I appreciate that. You folks, we're in the middle of a blizzard, and I thank you for your support. And it's Joseph Monty 613. So you want to send it there, and I hope I don't step on the channel's toes and whatever. But if that's the way we can, if that's allowed, then I appreciate it if it happens. That's all. So thank you. The Bills game tomorrow. There's a blizzard. It's still going to be 15 degrees out, but that's football. You want to make $500 million a year? You're going to have to go play football when it's 10 degrees out. So don't. Football is football. So thank you, folks. While I'm begging, go to Amazon. We'll upgrade to filet mignon. They dead missed. I have gotten some people are starting to buy it a little bit. You got to start somewhere. That's why I say don't give up. Even if you're in trials and tribulations, don't give up. Don't give up. You can get there. You can get there. The world is a vampire. It wants blood. No, we're royalty. We're kings and queens. All right. Thank you, folks. And we'll the Bills are going to blow them out, but I don't know. For the weather, it's going to be maybe just a running game. I don't know, because the weather, if it's going to be windy, if it's going to be real windy, then you can't throw the ball. So it's just going to be a ground chuck game. It might be 14-3 or something, or 4. So I don't really want to tout anymore because I can't hit the broadside of a barn, So, when I don't bet, I could pick the winners. And then when I don't go to the casino and then it's just freaking candid camera. So, no. All right. I'll be doing some more stuff. We're just going to keep going. And thank you, Lance33. I appreciate it. Philly Bob, go sledding. There's Philly Bob. He showed up. Mike Amari, thank you. Mr. Brossman, thank you. You guys are cool. Leon Swan, thank you. That's Just Larry. If you watch this, I'm saying hello. You're not in the chat, but that's all right. Chatting with the Stack Show. Thank you. I appreciate Chris Breeder and Dapper the Rapper. Been here a long time with me. So God bless you all. Stay warm, stay safe. And if you gamble, I hope you make a score. And I appreciate your support. And I appreciate that donation. Thank you very much. I'll talk to you soon.